Ethical hacking. Ethical hacking, also known as white hat hacking, involves a collection of processes where organizations authorize individuals to exploit a system's vulnerabilities for a deeper understanding of their existing security posture. It is a fundamental step for assessing the effectiveness of an organization's security strategy to separate themselves from malicious hackers. The aim of ethical hacking is to mimic the actions of hackers and identify both existing and potential vulnerabilities that may arise in the future. To accomplish this, an ethical hacker undertakes multiple stages of assessment to gain as much in-depth knowledge of the system as possible. Phases of ethical hacking. 1. Reconnaissance. Before performing any actual penetration tests, hackers footprint the system and gather as much information as they can. Reconnaissance is a preparatory phase, where the hacker documents the organization's request, finds valuable configuration and login information of the system and probes the networks. This information is crucial to performing the attacks and includes naming convention services on the network servers handling workloads in the network IP addresses, names and login credentials of users connected to the network physical location of target machine 2. Scanning. In this stage, the ethical hacker begins testing the networks and machines to identify potential attack surfaces. This involves gathering information on all machines, users, and services within the network using automated scanning tools. Penetration testing typically undertakes 3 types of scans: network mapping, port scanning, vulnerability scanning. Here are a few popular ethical hacking tools commonly used during the scanning phase: SNMP sweepers, ping sweeps, network mappers, vulnerability scanners. 3. Gaining access. Once ethical hackers expose vulnerabilities through the first and second hacking phases of the process, they now attempt to exploit them for administrative access. The third phase involves attempting to send a malicious payload to the application through the network, an adjacent subnetwork, or physically using a connected computer. Hackers typically use a number of hacking tools and techniques to simulate attempted unauthorized access, including buffer overflows, phishing injection attacks, XML external entity processing using components with known vulnerabilities. If the attacks are successful, the hacker has control of the whole or part of the system, and may simulate further attacks such as data breaches and distributed denial of service, DDoS. 4. Maintaining access. The fourth phase of the ethical hacking process involves processes used to ensure the hacker can access the application for future use. A white hat hacker continuously exploits the system for further vulnerabilities and escalates privileges to understand how much control attackers can gain once they get past security clearance. Some attackers may also try to hide their identity by removing any evidence of an attack and installing a backdoor for future access. 5. Clearing tracks. To avoid any evidence that leads back to their malicious activity, hackers perform tasks that erase all traces of their actions. These include uninstalling scripts/applications used to carry out attacks, modifying registry values, clearing logs, deleting folders created during the attack.